Welcome to Armchair Expert. I'm Dan Rather, and I'm joined by Maximus Mouse.
I wish I had a weather girl.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to reset.
Okay,
Take two.
take two.
Welcome to Armchair Expert. I'm Dan Rather. I'm joined by Monsoon Monica.
Oh, there it is.
No, take three.
Okay.
Welcome to Armchair Expert. I'm Dan Rather. I'm joined by Monica Monsoon. That's
like
what it
that.
is.
That's
Monica
what
Monsoon.
Oh, man. I miss my calling as a weather girl.
Today we have two. Well, one of them is just one of my great bros, returning guest. Both of them are returning guests, but at any rate, Rob McElhenney and Kumail Nanjiani.
Yes.
And this whole episode, everybody, is literally an exploration of the male form.
It's an episode on men's bodies.
As told through the male lens.
Yes.
With three probably unhealthy dudes.
Definitely
Not
unhealthy.
probably.
Definitely. Maybe I won't say unhealthy, but skewed.
Skewed.
Some dysmorphia. Oh, man, we really get into it.
Yeah, we do.
It's great.
I hope, even if you're a female and you're not super into hearing about the striations of the deltoid, hang in there because it really reveals more about us, doesn't it, Monica?
For sure. And not just you, but the general, I think, male obsession.
Yeah.
and human obsession with physicality.
Yes, and I also just want to say quickly that Kumail has a new show on Apple Plus, which is called
Little America.
Rob also has a new show on Apple Plus called Mythic Quest, Raven's Banquet. And Kumail's got movies coming out, of course. He's in the new Marvel Eternals, which is November 6th. So a lot out there for you to consume. Both these guys are just tremendously wonderful human beings.
Yes.
And I hope you will enjoy this exploration of the male form. We get support from Quince.
So we've been talking about Quince a lot lately, and as we head into fall, it's the perfect time to reset your wardrobe with their amazing pieces. I think it's so fun to do when the seasons turn over to just spruce up your wardrobe with a couple specials, and Quince is the place.
Totally. We're talking organic cotton, Mongolian cashmere, tailored chinos from just $60. Premium fit and quality you'd expect from a luxury brand designer. I love Quince. I like it understated and subtle, and I like stuff that has high quality. And Quince checks all those boxes.
I love a lot of stuff from Quince. Honestly, they have incredible premium denim, which is very important for fall. It's pretty much all I wear in the fall is denim. And Quince has such a good selection of quality denim. Their stuff is so versatile, timeless, and built to last that you just grab every single day without thinking.
Right. And all of that for 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They go direct to ethical factories, cut out the middlemen, so you get all that quality without overpaying for it.
We love that. And they do way more than clothes. They have bedding, cookware, bath essentials, travel must-haves, same deal, and great quality.
Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/dax. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/dax.
We get support from Skims. Oh man, do I love Skims. I've been living in the Skims lightweight cotton collection all summer, and I have to tell you, getting dressed has become so easy. I just throw it on. It just feels right immediately, whether I'm grabbing coffee or I'm on the couch all day or I'm out, even going to dinner. The cotton is so lightweight and breathable, which in this heat is a non-negotiable. The cotton jersey t-shirt, I just need everyone to know about this one. This one hugs in all the right places. It's very soft and it still looks and fits the same after months of washing, which is very hard to do, I feel, with t-shirts. I've been wearing the black cotton jersey t-shirt with basically everything all summer long. It goes great with any patterned skirt or shorts or pants. I mean, anything, truly. I believe that's probably my favorite piece from the cotton collection, but they also have great lightweight cotton thongs that are so comfortable and they're cute. That is a very, very hard mix to achieve, especially with undergarments. I feel if you can find some that are cute, but also comfortable and do the job, that is a win. And Skims has really, really figured that out with the lightweight cotton collection. Shop Skims Cotton and all of my favorite pieces at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select Armchair Expert in the drop-down menu that follows.
He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert. He's an armchair expert.
Are you really doing this?
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm
not
not
doing
gonna
it in
do
front
it.
of him.
There's no way.
You want it? Let's do it. By the end of this, your shirts will be off.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I
we'll
have a
see.
feeling.
We'll see.
I'm not gonna do
I'm
it.
I'm not in the kind of.
No.
You look great. Well, let's get into it.
Yeah,
Thoughts.
we got an ABR.
I have thoughts.
Always be rolling. Recording.
Always
I'm
be rolling.
I'm about 8 pounds over prime right now.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that? 2 weeks?
I think a week I could get off 8 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly just water
Water
and
weight,
stuff,
yeah.
right?
You can lose water weight real quickly.
Oh my God.
So
What are we doing?
This is going to be the best episode of this podcast.
When I was thinking about what to talk about, so many things were in my head. I got so overwhelmed that I had to stop thinking about it. My heart started racing.
because there's just too much to say on the topic.
There's too many things.
We're gonna get serious about it.
Leading up to this, I was like, what is the framing of this episode? What is the point of it? And I don't know. I feel confident it'll be revealed, but I don't really know what the point is other than let's hash out our obsession with the male form.
Yeah, I think it's overall just an appreciation for the male body.
Hold on. I'm sticking to my leather chair because I'm shirtless. Hold on.
And there's going to be some ups. There's going to be some downs, guys.
We'll figure it out
Yeah.
together.
I think
It's gonna be
that
mainly downs. I think. But-
it's going to be a little windy here, I
It
think.
sure is. There's some
So Dex
potholes.
doesn't have his shirt on.
That's right. My shirt is off, and my goal is that all the shirts will be off by the end of this interview.
I'm not saying I won't do it.
Okay, great.
I'm just waiting for the right moment.
I'm not
Me
going to
too.
do it.
Now, can I ask you?
I'm leaving it on.
Is it because, and this is where I think you easily enter into the body dysmorphia zone.
Yes.
Once you start this, you know you looked better, and you can't accept it. Is that what's happening?
Yeah,
Because
well-
you most certainly have the best body in this
Well,
room.
I'll say the dysmorphia thing is one of the things I wanted to talk about because I see it affecting me so much and I really have to fight it
Yes.
all the time.
Yeah.
I put these pictures on Instagram, right? And it's that thing you want to do where you're like waiting, you're like, I could look better, I could look better. It was the week before Christmas and I was like, now the stakes are too high. So when I took that picture and I put it out, I was like, I don't really look that good.
That is truly disturbing.
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
It is.
When I see myself in the mirror, when I take my shirt off to look at myself in the mirror,
Yeah.
I look great for 5 seconds, and then I fucking swear I see my body change in front of me. I see it change.
Uh-huh.
And then I just see the flaws, like, oh, the obliques aren't, all that shit, right?
Yes.
And it was from the reaction to the pictures that I was like, okay, there's clearly something wrong with me.
Yes. And in your case, it starts as a role in a superhero movie. So you want to look the part. They're paying you money.
Right.
You want to do everything humanly possible to do it.
I'm the first brown guy who's playing a Marvel superhero. I didn't want to also be like the first schlubby superhero, you know?
Okay, but we're not counting Black Panther?
Oh, South Asian, let's say South
Okay,
Asian.
okay,
superhero.
okay. And then in Rob's case, just to bring everyone up to speed, it started as a joke. And then quickly you're no longer in on the joke. And that's the beauty of this process.
Yes.
Yeah, so just your co-stars were kind of pointing out that to you.
That was all a part of the gag. So it was like, how ridiculous would it be for me to get in incredible shape? And I'm looking around and I'm watching these movies or TV shows where people seem to be in incredible shape. And it's one thing if you're a superhero. It's another thing if you're like a pizza delivery guy or something. But if the actor knows he has to take his shirt off, he's going to get ripped. And I noticed that this is what was happening.
Yeah.
So I thought, wow, we should make fun of that.
Yeah.
And, and then what happens is you get so into it and you become so obsessed with it because it becomes a way of life. Because you are giving up so many other things and then you feel so good. And then you look good, but only
To you and some dudes.
some other dudes.
Yeah, it's really for dudes.
It
That's
is.
totally
Really
true.
only for dudes.
All I heard from was straight dudes and gay dudes. That's all I heard from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what unites straight and gay dudes is the love for the male form.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yours was, I thought was, first of all, that whole season was great. It was very funny. But I remember when you were doing this transformation, Charlie was like, I don't get why he's doing it. Like, it's like pointless, he was saying. But then in the show, when you're like, look, I'm in great shape, everyone's like, I don't know why you did this. It's pointless.
Yeah, that's
So you
right.
guys
we leaned
wrote,
into it.
yeah, he wrote what your real reaction was into the show.
Yes.
But even with it being meta in that way, still not in on it in some level. Even
well,
the most you think you have your head wrapped around it. There's still the moments that Kumail's describing where you're looking in the mirror and you're no longer seeing your body, and it has affected your brain.
Yeah, you definitely cross over into a different zone. And then once it's over, when the season's over, then you have to really reconcile. You have like a real reckoning.
So
there.
can I ask you what that was like? Because I just finished like 3 weeks ago, and they give you the best trainers in the world. They train you every fucking day. They give you 5 meals a day, and then one day they just throw you out in the world. I don't know how to fucking keep this up. So how do you deal with relaxing your regimen and your diet and all that?
I started drinking heavily, and that was helpful because I wasn't really drinking a ton of alcohol while I was working out. Because, in fact, that's what really helped me lose the weight very quickly, was because I was drinking so much, like at least a glass of wine or 2 glasses of wine every night. So even just cutting out that amount of sugar helped, and my metabolism was so used to that amount of alcohol. So just doing that, then I started to really lose a ton of weight. And so when I stopped working out as much, I also started drinking alcohol, which I'm not necessarily condoning. However, it was a lifestyle choice for me that helped me in my transition.
There's also this. There is a misleading sweet spot post big training, right, for a role, which is you quit, you're not on the regimen anymore, you're not on the diet anymore, and then you get about a 3-week grace period where you're like, oh, is this my new body where I can just eat pasta?
Dude,
and I look
I'm in
swole?
there.
Right,
Yeah.
right?
I'm fucking in there right now.
Yeah.
Right, it'll end.
But it'll come back fast.
That's true.
That's the thing. Like, so I stopped, and then, in fact, for my other show, I thought maybe I'll gain a bunch of weight again, just because I feel like this character might be a little overweight. And then I really couldn't do it. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll just see if I can get back into shape. And instead of it taking 4 months, it took like 3 weeks, and I could get right back into shape, which is wild.
It's interesting that you said there. It's really true. There's a 3-week sweet spot where you're like, I'm super relaxed. I'm not working out as hard. I look the fucking same. I look great. This is the rest of my life.
Mine was I got crazy in shape for this movie, went in Rome, and then all my shirtless scenes were over. We went to Italy, and I had been training all that time, 6 days a week, the whole thing. Started pounding pasta, and then the biceps just blew up. The belly didn't get bigger.
That totally happens.
And I'm like, oh, this
like,
is the dream body.
because you're glycogen depleted. So when you eat carbs, you like puff up. The best you look is the day after like a horrible like cheat meal. That's when I would look. I would like look all like huge and vascular.
Your vascularity, there was a lot of things. There were a lot of impressive components to that photo. The photo is world renowned at this point. Everyone knows about the photo.
Josh Gad came on and he told us about the picture, and we looked it up on.
Well, I had already seen it, but yes, I played ball.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I also had my own photo that you sent me that I cherished, that I did put in my calendar this year.
Sure.
Well,
I
I
said-
put it in.
You put it in.
Well,
yeah,
the
yeah.
hardest thing is when you've like been doing this and nobody knows, but you want people to know, so you could just like find the dudes who would appreciate it and be like, "Hey, you want to see something?"
My entire text chain with Kumail is just photos of each other back and forth, and I don't show them to anybody because he asked me not to. So it's really just like a secret relationship that we have, and that's what happens. You're like, well, who's gonna appreciate this? And it's like 4 other dudes.
Yeah, because it's also very embarrassing. It's vain.
Yes.
There's nothing masculine about it, weirdly. It's like, even though that's the apex of masculinity was we were children, you feel very effeminate doing it.
Yeah, you're right. You have to really, really care about it in a way that is not cool. The best one who reached out to me, who I don't know, was Chris Evans. Chris Evans reached out to me, and I don't know him. I've never met him still. But he like got my email and was like, "Hey, I know how much work that takes, so that's cool." That was the best one. And The Rock commented on the Instagram. That was great.
That's
Oh
big.
my goodness. Okay, so I would like to pour a little context here so that people can maybe understand the steps that led up to this obsession, dysmorphia, and appreciation. So as kids, we're all roughly the same age.
Yeah.
And so as I was leading up to this interview, I was kind of thinking, we did grow up in a unique time period. So we grew up in the era of heavy steroid use, where Mr. Universe went from 178 pounds to 250, right? The era of Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno. And now those guys were in our movies when we were kids. So we were, I want to say, one of the first generations to be introduced to this body type that is preposterous by all measures.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that must have played some role subconsciously or psychologically on us. I mean, I remember when I was a really young kid, I was big into WWF, like wrestling.
That was another thing I thought of. That was a new thing.
Oh yeah, Ultimate Warrior was huge and cut.
Yeah, and there's definitely takeaways, I suppose, from that. But certainly, like prior to that, if you look at like whatever the idealized male body was, I mean, you could go back to like Spartacus and look at Kirk Douglas, who looks like a man, like a thick man, but he clearly wasn't spending 4 hours a day.
No, look at
out.
Adam West as Batman.
Exactly.
Sure. Well, Sean Connery, who I believe had won Mr. Universe in his life, he, I don't know what he was, 180, and he looked great. He looked like he could chop wood and jump over things.
Right. Yeah.
But not turn a car over onto its roof.
No.
Yeah, I mean, and so for me, it was never like an obsession where I was like, oh, I will not look good unless I look like that, or I need to look like that one day. For me, it was a fascination with, oh, one day I'd like to do that.
Sure.
And then what happened was I did it, and I was like, I may never go back.
Well, yes.
That's the problem.
Yes. It is really a dangerous...
You know what it took to get there.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have to go through all that work again to have to get there.
But I also enjoyed it. Like you have a goal, you're setting a goal, you wake up every day, you're disciplined, you have a certain diet. I think it's a lot of control. I'm also a control. I have
Exactly.
control issues, and so it's something I have control over, which is nice.
Well, I do think hard work generally results in some self-esteem, some pride.
And it's not just the pride at accomplishing your goal, it's also you actually physically feel better. Like right now I have less anxiety than I've ever had. I sleep better. The lack of stress, like I was doing this movie and I always get super nervous for like any job. I really wasn't nervous for this the entire time. I was sleeping like 8-9 hours a night.
And how often were you training while filming? Because I've heard that The Rock's shoot schedule works around his workout schedule, which I'm told is a couple hours every day.
Yeah, they did not work around my workout schedule.
They didn't.
But here's what's interesting. If you guys really want to get into the nitty gritty of it, so the traditional split you do is like you do a push and a pull, or you sort of do a different body part, rest, right? What they did is this guy, David Higgins, was our trainer on this Marvel movie, and he had a team of like dudes. They were fucking great. Is you do a full body workout every single day and you don't rest. So you're hitting chest every day. You're hitting shoulders every day. You do a big like 8 exercise circuit. Mm-hmm. And I pretty much did it every day. So there would be like over lunch, instead of taking lunch, I would go work out with these guys. And then I would eat lunch like on set.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they're switching over to another scene. It's going to be an hour and a half. So I worked out every single day. And then on the weekends, I would go and hit the body parts I felt were lagging on my own.
Which were?
The vanity muscles. Yeah, you got to hit the delts. I worked.
Vanity.
Wait a second. Wait. Just so we're
there.
100% clear, you're telling me that you would work out on top of the workout?
Yeah. And
you are.
So 2 a days?
No.
Never
On
2
the
a
I
days.
just on the weekends.
Okay.
Not 2 a days.
Okay.
So Monday to Friday, I would work out with these guys every single day. We would do full body. We would do a day of heavy, a day of drops, a day of heavy, a day of drop sets.
People don't know what that means.
A drop set
The
is...
people who are listening at this point,
I know. You're so right.
We've already weeded
The 6 people left.
everybody
Do know
else
what it
has
means.
turned this podcast off.
So a drop set is like you do a fairly heavy weight, and without resting, you do a lighter weight, and then without resting, you do a really light weight. So it's like
okay.
more reps instead of
And that's
heavy
where you're going
weights.
to get that fat burn. You're going to, right?
Right. And then on the weekends, we were supposed to rest, but I would go sort of work out on my own.
Go rogue.
Just the vanity muscles. I would do chest,
Sure.
shoulders, arm days. Well, you fucking hit a personal record today, didn't
I
you?
did.
Yeah.
Well, I knew we were coming in.
Yeah.
So I knew we were coming in.
Yeah, McElhenney, he went ahead and put up 330 today.
Bench press 330. Yeah.
330.
And that was a clean rep.
Yeah. That is totally useless strength. I mean, there's
Sure.
no use.
No, unless you were
being
going to
able to
fly
push.
again. I mean, it's your flying muscles, your pectorals. That's where they originated. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I'm not. I mean, that'd be great, but I'm
It
not
would.
planning on doing it anytime soon.
Yeah. If ever that technology becomes available, you are ready for
And
it.
for whatever reason, I'm really good at bench press, so I like to do it.
Of course.
But even when I went and was training for Sonny and I was asking my trainer, Aaron, he was like, yeah, we're not doing any bench press because it's just useless and it doesn't look great on screen,
Right.
which was a bummer.
Yeah.
But now I'm doing it.
Yeah, I don't do bench press.
You don't.
No. I fucked up my shoulder doing it too many times.
Okay.
And then there was one day we were shooting in Fuerteventura, which is a Canary Islands. We were there for a month shooting our movie, and there was nothing to do there. So when I wasn't shooting, I was just in the gym. I did 4-hour workouts.
Oh,
my
it was-
God.
that sounds like heaven.
Well, because I know. It was
is.
the greatest. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
does.
It's one of the only things in life I put my phone down for. It's like I get in there and it's my hour
Yeah.
or whatever. And if I on Saturdays, if I can watch like a motorcycle race while I'm working out and make it 2 hours, that's my best day ever.
Oh, it was great because I would do like an hour and a half weight training. Then there would be like the movement guys. So I would do like, and I'm no good at it, but like the martial arts classes and the movement classes and stuff. And it's like an intense workout. So there was one day I was in there alone and I was like, I don't know what my max bench is. And so I just kept trying one rep and adding weights. And then I did one rep of one and I was like, okay, that didn't feel great. I think I could do more. And then I did one more and it really fucked me up for a couple
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah, so I don't do it anymore.
I think we've all been there where we hurt something and then we continue on. Yeah.
You always know, I feel like when you're working out with an injury, anytime you get it, you can go back and look at the moment where you knew you should have stopped.
Absolutely. Okay. Now back to childhood. So there's the WWF.
It's really Schwarzenegger and Stallone and that whole crew.
Right.
Those movies, those like testosterone fueled movies. And then the flip side of that around the same time was like Die Hard, right? And you look at Bruce Willis, and I just went and watched that again recently, and he's certainly a beefcake, but he's not like ripped or jacked. He just looks like a man.
Yeah, he looks strong.
He looks strong.
Yeah.
Right. And he also carries so much charisma and machismo and masculinity naturally. And I'm watching that and thinking like, well, I don't think I have that naturally, but I can pretend by packing on all of this.
Sure, this meat. Yeah.
All of this meat. And then you have somebody like Arnold who has both.
Oh, he's got it all.
But okay, so The Rock is the heir apparent to that body type. But
Is he to Schwarzenegger? I mean, I guess in size and just overall.
well, that's what I'm
size.
saying. And like Dave Bautista, like
Batista.
he's in that zone too.
Yeah, but I think aesthetically they're all the same, and then they're sort of big and cut guys.
I just want one of the things I like to do when I'm working out is watch the Rocky movies because I find them incredibly inspiring.
Yeah,
That's great,
Well,
man.
because
Great
it's
idea.
like small white guys from Philly. I'm like, that's me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I too can achieve things.
I think we all agree on that. Where for us, we kind of we get off the treadmill at Arnold. For me, because Arnold, I don't know what he was, 250 something when he was at his height, and Ronnie Coleman was 300 pounds.
Yeah.
When they got to that zone, I got less interested.
Right. I loved we texted about this a little bit when we were texting about men's bodies. I think Arnold, late 70s, pumping iron Arnold for
Oh.
me is like the ideal male body type.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Wait, okay.
I find
so
that
I want
fascinating.
to drill down into that because now let's be very clear about this. So for me, what I'm saying is that's as big as a human can get and it's still attractive. For me.
That's how I feel too.
Okay, but I would not want to look like him in the 70s. Would you like to look like him?
Now?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, great.
I
That's
would
great.
love to
Now
look
we're
like
getting
it.
somewhere.
That's great,
Okay,
yeah.
I find that fascinating.
Great. I can tell you what body if I could trade mine for a body, what it would be.
Okay.
Okay, so Rob, we're
Am I picking a person or am I a body type? Because I would say
I think
that
it'd be
amount
most-
of size wouldn't quite do it for me.
right.
I
It's-
like more of like the lean look, I suppose.
Okay. Despite the fact that you got large. I mean, you
Well, no,
you
I
had got
didn't.
I know.
We peaked at the same weight.
Okay, what was that
We're the
weight?
exact same size.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
150. Can we say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
152 was.
say it? The secrets of the trade.
Well, we were both 152. I just did a stand-up show 2 nights ago, and as I got off stage, this guy was like, "What do you weigh?" And I was like, "Less than you think." And then he came up to me 20 minutes later, and he's like, "What's your walking weight?" I don't know what that means.
Okay.
And he was like, "Well, 180," and I was like, "No, it's like I'm like 155 now." But 152 was we looked way bigger than we really
See,
were.
that-
That's the
the huge secret that most of the gentlemen I see working out in the gym around the country are missing. They think it's just all about getting gigantic, but all these people you see in Marvel movies that you love, they're all lean as fuck.
That I think is the hardest part. At least for me, getting that lean is the
Well, that's where the whole it's all diet.
Well, and really, like the primo number one all-time body, again, from a certain perspective, but according to my trainer, when he works with actors, he says he hears the same thing over and over again.
And let's let Monica guess.
I already Brad Pitt Fight Club.
There we go, Brad Pitt Fight Club. I would say Brad Pitt Fight Club is probably Brad's tall. Was he 6
I think he's 6 feet. Yeah,
he's about a little shorter than you.
Yeah,
and
considerably shorter, but yeah,
considerably shorter than you. Sure.
I mean, he's considerably better looking. So give me the considerably taller.
I would guess that he's probably 145 pounds, maybe 150 pounds in Fight Club, maybe less.
I'd agree with that.
He's pretty small in Fight Club. Like he looks great, but that's your
Yeah,
ideal.
he's skinny.
Yeah,
He
well,
is
like when you see him in the shirt, before the shirt comes out off, you're not really noticing much. You're just like, yeah, guy's handsome and whatnot. But when the shirt comes off, you're like, oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he's got those.
Oh,
But when I look
what a-
at
what a
Troy,
sight.
Arrows.
Yeah.
arrows.
There's other
in
terms
certain
for him.
communities, they have other.
Yeah, there's other terms for him. So you would. That's your.
No. I don't necessarily. I Troy. You watch Troy, and I remember watching that and being like, they're all so oiled up and shorn, and it was all exceptionally homoerotic, which means I was dead into it.
Absolutely.
And yet was like, it's not doing it for me. He was
The
too,
thighs were
almost too
humongous.
big.
That's where
Yeah.
he really put on most of that muscle. The
Yeah.
thighs, they were
Yeah.
enormous.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the thighs and I'm saying I should like this, but I don't. Why? Is it because it's he's putting too much work into it? Whereas with Thelma and Louise and with Fight Club, it looks like that's just what he looks like.
Yep.
Because I have a feeling that this motherfucker walks around kind of looking like that.
I have that fantasy too. I look at him in Thelma and Louise and I'm like, oh, I think he's genetically like that.
Yeah.
And then if he puts any effort into it, then he looks like he does in Fight Club.
I think that's right. I think he's just born like that. But you know who else I think is like that is Chris Hemsworth. I think
he is in a genetic advantage.
He has a genetic advantage. Have you seen his dad? His dad just has I don't know his dad. I just seen him on red carpets, but you could see that the whole family has huge arms. You know?
Right.
They're just made
beautiful
like
shoulders too.
Well, also, what is he, 6'7" or something like that? I
he's
mean,
a
like,
that. And they
beast.
got great abs, just genetically. Like their abs, the shape of it is just great.
It's beautiful.
Wait, what do the wives? I know Caitlin, because when I texted about the calendar, she responded and she sent me a couple pictures and she said, here's a picture of my husband's deformed body.
yes.
So that's her response.
Yeah. She has certain trigger words. Like when she hears words like vascularity, she checks out.
Yeah, sure.
If she hears the term caloric intake, she checks out.
Glycogen depletion.
Yeah. Yes. Any kind
Hates
of gains.
gains.
Yeah. She'll just check out.
Yeah, my
out
wife,
completely.
same reaction, completely over it.
Okay.
She says my body has corners now. And there was a time that you were saying the nice window after you shoot for 3 weeks. For me, the nice window with my wife was there were like 3 weeks where every time she saw my body, she was surprised.
Oh, okay.
It was a great feeling because I would see her be surprised. Because I'll tell you, I don't wear a shirt around the house anymore.
I should hope
don't.
not. What a waste of
But I
talent.
just-
Why are you wearing one now?
That'd be like
I'm
keeping
gonna-
a cover on the Ferrari.
I'm keeping this up. When I would walk into the kitchen, I would see her like notice each time, and that was a good window. Now she's like over it
She's
in
over
every aspect. She's over it with gains, caloric intake, going to the gym.
Yeah.
It is there's an underlying threat to it, I would say, if you're a spouse of someone getting in incredible shape. Because one is they're spending a lot of their focus on themselves. There is an obvious vanity to it.
Oh my God, she's like you can't like walk by a reflective surface anymore.
That's right. So that's one issue. And then second to that is I think they know on some level you're going to want to be appreciated for this. And they're not going to give a fuck because that's not why they liked any of the three of us. That's
No,
not why our
certainly.
wives did not pick us
Certainly
for our,
not.
for our looks or our physique. I can promise you. So she's like, yeah, whatever. That's not what I was ever in the market for. I would have fucking
No.
married an athlete. I don't know why you think I would care about
She
this.
said to me very seriously that if you had this body when we first met and hooked up, I would think something was very wrong with you. She was like, I would not go out with you again.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Caitlin said to me we were laying in bed and we hadn't talked in like 4 or 5 minutes. We were just like reading. She was deep in thought, or I thought maybe deep in her book. And it was 5 or 6 minutes of silence. And she just turns to me and she says, I just want you to know, I do not find this attractive at all.
Okay.
We weren't talking about it at all. I wasn't asking about
Now, when
it.
was this?
This was at my height.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
when you're feeling the best.
Oh God, I was so rock hard. Like
Yes.
every part of me was just like rock hard. I think that's part of what she didn't like. It was like there's nothing to.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
where you're aiming for at its peak. The best part is when you feel like you've got a pump on at all time and you haven't even lifted in 12 hours. That's where you're trying to aim
Well,
for.
that's what's great about doing full body every day is that you have that pump constantly.
I only do full body, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm in that camp.
Oh, great.
I just always feel like if you're going to do chest, you must immediately do back so that you're always staying.
That's what it was. And for them, it was the same weight. So we would do dumbbell bench, not barbell bench. Then you do rows with that exact same weight.
Right.
What you could do with your triceps is what you do with your biceps.
Yes, I think that's really advisable.
I don't think any of this is advisable.
Okay.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
We get support from Apple Gift Card. Back to school is here, and for many, that means some big life transitions. Whether they are heading into a new grade or setting up a dorm for the first time, you want to give them something that actually supports their growth and success. Apple Gift Card is a versatile solution because it takes the guesswork out of gifting. It's not just about a new pair of AirPods for focus. It's about giving them the invaluable chance to choose the digital tools and subscriptions that suit their unique journey. They can use it for productivity apps on the App Store, movie nights on Apple TV, or extra iCloud storage for all those new memories. With Apple Gift Card, it's so empowering to give the students their freedom to allocate their own resources. Celebrate their new academic chapter. Visit applegiftcard.apple.com to celebrate their milestones and gift one today. This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place.
Let's talk bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, but it does not have to be that way.
With SoFi high-yield checking and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit.
No account or overdraft fees, which feels rare these days. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, perfect for getting ahead of a bill or grabbing what you need right when you need it.
Plus, get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/armchair. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms apply. We are supported by Walden University. You know that feeling when you've been thinking about making a move, going after the degree, the promotion, the thing you keep telling yourself you'll get to someday? Walden University is built for that moment. For over 50 years, Walden has helped working professionals get the W, the knowledge, the skills, and the confidence to create real change in their careers and communities. Their programs are designed around your life, not the other way around. With Tempo Learning available in select programs, there are no rigid schedules or set weekly deadlines. You move at your own pace. And Walden's faculty aren't just academics. They're practitioners who bring real-world experience into everything they teach. From your first class to career coaching and beyond, Walden is your partner the whole way. Take the first step and learn at a pace that works for you. Visit waldenu.edu. Walden University. Set a course for change. Certified to operate by Chev. This episode is brought to you by ServiceNow. Look, I have my dream job. I get to talk to folks I admire like crazy and ask them virtually any question that I want to. I can't imagine a better way to spend my time. But even dream jobs have some not so dreamy parts, the stuff that gets in the way of the actual work. Now, that's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what you should do about your busy work. They actually do it, start to finish. Cases closed, requests handled, no extra work for you. So you and your team can focus on what matters most, which for me is, are they obsessed with male bodies on the same level as I am?
They never are.
To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com. So, Rob, can you give us, though, a human that you would trade bodies with if forced at gunpoint?
Not for height, because I could figure, like Hemsworth would be.
But do you want to be as big as Hemsworth?
No.
I don't think you do.
No,
Well,
no.
I also will say that Hemsworth he's tall, but he's not as big as
I
we
know.
think.
That's
I
what's so
know.
disturbing. You meet them in person and you're like, God, you're so skinny. Momoa is the same way. Where
Momoa
like,
is?
He looks huge. Well, first of all, he is a massive human being.
But I think he's bigger than Chris.
He well, it depends on what project he's on. But like walk around weight, like, yeah, maybe a little bit. He still feels like when you see him, when you're hanging out with him in person, that he feels more slight than you would think.
Okay.
I think.
Well, I met him only once, and I remember as I was talking to him, it was hard not to look at his pecs.
Oh, sure.
Because in my experience, in my memory, they were so big.
Yeah. Do you ask? I've asked many different men if I can feel their biceps or their chest. I've done that a bunch of times.
I have,
Yeah, I love to get a big hunk of some guy's bicep if it's
Yeah.
really bulging and just kind of move it around and manipulate it.
Yeah.
Again, it's the interest I wish a woman had in mind. Hands down, anybody in the history of mankind, Dennis Rodman at his height.
Nice.
Okay, but now
I mean, I
but
think
he's
that is the
6'8",
most
right?
supreme body ever.
Yeah, I got to look this up. This
You're
is,
looking at a long.
Because he was lean and tall, but he also had some size too. His shoulders were big, the deltoids were large, the legs were phenomenal for a tall guy like that. He just has the best body ever, I think.
This is like when he was winning.
Yes, this is as far as the body can go before you're like, oh, the guy is a power lifter or a bodybuilder.
I would
Yeah,
say,
okay.
yeah. I mean,
The shoulders are broad. You could land an airplane on them.
And it's also useful strength. Sometimes you guys see these guys, they don't move around, but he could do everything.
He did. He did everything.
yeah.
Led the league in rebounds.
because he is 6'6" or 6'7", so you're going to get a certain aesthetic there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not ever going to be able to recreate that because I can't get the long. So I'm looking more for the squat.
Okay.
But I'm looking at Wahlberg, circa 1993.
What film would
when
that be?
No,
Fear?
no film.
Is that
No
a
film.
Calvin
Oh,
Klein
Calvin
underwear?
The Calvin Klein underwear.
I was looking at those pictures earlier today.
Okay, now because
Oh my God.
really,
Just today.
Yeah.
Now,
wow.
why was that to gear up for this, or was it just
Kind
on
of.
your own?
No,
time?
kind of. I also do just look up dudes all the time.
Me too. That's
just
that's
anybody
incredible.
who's listening, I want you to Google. I want you to
Yeah,
Google
Google it
search
right now.
Mark Wahlberg, Calvin Klein ad, and I mean, first of all, he is jacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
got size,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look that ridiculous. Like
It doesn't look cartoonish yet.
No,
But
right
it's
on the
it's
verge.
on the verge for sure.
No, I think he's not like, and I think he's great looking there, but I want a little bigger than that.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's
Really?
great.
Okay,
That's
okay,
great.
yeah, you like.
And now, can we just go back really quick, just for 5 seconds, to Pakistan? Because I want to understand.
Yes.
Please. So I have to imagine the main import there was Arnold at that time.
It was
right?
Arnold, so Conan movies, loved Conan.
Conan, that was my introduction.
Yes, loved Sly, all that stuff. Loved Commando, all these movies. Loved all these movies. The first time I really remember seeing a guy's body and being like, oh, wow, that's something, is a guy you don't know. So it's a Bollywood movie, and this guy was like my favorite actor. And he did this one movie, and he did this physical transformation for it. His name is Sanjay Dutt. The movie was called Khalnayak. He plays the bad guy in it. He's always played a good guy. He plays the bad guy in it, and he got jacked for it. If you look now, every Bollywood guy is super jacked. He was the first one that got jacked like that.
Okay.
And this would have been 91, 92, right? He was the first guy to get jacked like that. And I remember seeing him, and that was the first time I was like you seeing a little guy, white guy from Philly. That's when I was like, oh, okay, my people can do this.
This is
too.
possible.
It's possible. Now, when I look back and see him, he wasn't like that huge, but that was the first body that I saw of a guy that I was like, because Arnold is from another world.
He is, yeah.
Sanjay Dutt was from my world. And so that was the one that got me like super
Horny.
Super horny.
Yeah.
I got really horny about it. But now they're all super jacked. And when I went to my trainer last year, first time, and he was like, so who do you want to look like? The guy I showed him was not that guy. It's another Bollywood actor that I showed him, but like, I want to look
And
like
what's
this
his
guy.
name? Can
His
we
name
just
is
give-
Hrithik Roshan.
Okay, he deserves a shout out,
Let
obviously.
let me show you what he looks like.
If I had to prioritize any group, it'd be the deltoids. Anytime I see an actor with enormous deltoids, that's what blows my mind.
Right.
And Hugh Jackman's are they're unparalleled.
And he got, like, as Wolverine, he got better and better shape all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like, each movie, he looked better.
Yeah, and tons of vascularity through the deltoids. Like I can see the broccoli pattern right now in my head.
I think he got very...
Broccoli pattern?
Oh yeah, the bronchioles.
There's a total broccoli pattern happening on his delts.
No.
You don't know about it?
Oh.
I think he got, out of all these actors we're talking about, the lowest like body fat percentage. He got really low, I think.
I'll say that when Caitlin found me most attractive was when we were recreating, out of a joke, we were recreating the Mark Wahlberg thing, and I think she sent it to you for your.
It's in my calendar.
the
Yeah, it's
calendar.
October.
And I think she liked that version because it was like I put on some size, but it was before I shredded down, so I had some size and I had still a little bit of a pushing. So Monica, if I may ask,
Yeah.
what is your ideal
Male body?
Yeah, cinematically speaking.
I've been thinking about this since this whole time. I mean, the only crossover, the only person that you guys have said that I agree with is Brad Pitt Fight Club. That's the only body.
What about Dennis
that
Rodman?
translates. Maybe Dennis Rodman. Let me look that up. The only reason Dennis Rodman would be because exactly what you said. He's using those muscles all the time. So there's a purpose for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, make no mistake, there is no purpose for any of the
And then-
muscles that we're talking
And
about.
that's not, well.
All right,
That's
I'm
not
gonna.
attractive, that's for sure.
Well-
But again, I don't know, from my perspective, I don't think we're talking about attractive, right? Because if I'm looking for a man that I'm going to be sexually attracted to,
Yeah,
I don't know where I'm on the spectrum.
the Kinsey scale.
Yeah, but growing up in the gay community, which is what I did, and I was always in the gay community, and I was the straight boy,
Yeah.
I always thought, well, maybe I could, but it just never clicked for me.
Sure,
I just
sure.
was literally never attracted to a man.
Yeah, I hope that changes for us. Because where this is all leading in a dream world is us
Yes.
three turn gay.
Yeah.
We work out all day long and
We have
fuck
a lot.
all day.
We have a lot of things in common.
We shoot
what
each
could be
other
better?
up.
Yeah, exactly. Be potted every now and then.
I think of like Ronan Farrow, right? And I look at him, I'm like, okay, if I was going to fall in love with a man, that's like who would I be attracted to? It would be
Okay.
that. But because
He's so attractive.
incredibly intelligent, number
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
But then also, I'm looking at him and he looks angelic and he has a traditionally more of a feminine
Sure.
quality, right? And so then I'm like, well, yeah, that's because I'm straight. And I
Right,
like
right.
women.
Yes, his
and
skin is very
ultimately-
smooth and glossy
Yes.
and
Yeah.
moist.
But and then
Yeah, porcelain. He's
It
got
is.
porcelain
Yeah, it's
skin.
very
He's
porcelain.
very attractive.
yes, even that on paper, I'm like, I know that I should, but I just I don't. So it's not really an
I'm
attractive
disappointed in
thing.
myself
I know,
about
so am
that.
I.
I mean, I'm sincerely because
I know.
I
If you
will do
were
that.
truly woke, you would be.
I know. I want to see the dick.
Oh,
I want to see. I might even want to touch it,
okay,
but I
great.
don't want to suck it.
Right. So I just
But do
sent
you
you
wanna
both.
pull on
Will you
it?
guys both?
I would pull on it,
Sure.
Yeah.
but I wouldn't. I wouldn't then also get just out of interest. I might for fun to see how quickly I could get a guy off. I
Oh,
might
Sure.
like as a
Sure.
challenge.
But then how I know that I wouldn't necessarily be sexually aroused by it. I know that I would not get an erection.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
You know, so I'm enjoying it, but not.
But isn't it weird? We'll never know what it feels like to have a dick in our mouths. It's a
Well, I was
specific
molested,
sensation.
so I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Not to bring it down.
Yo, that's a great. Let's get into that.
We should get into it
Well, I
because
just
it
wanted to be
probably
honest.
informs all of this stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So I just sent you both an Instagram.
Okay.
I just want you to look at it because I want to know if your interest extends to this because I am, as we were just talking about, I actually am not. I'm not horny for guys, but yet there's nothing I enjoy more than watching a ripped athlete run in tight spandex and watching his dick bounce back and forth. So
Sure.
that's the video I just sent you guys.
Oh,
Texas Tech Pro Day. Here we go.
Is that the one Jess sent us?
It's one Jess sent us,
Yeah, that one's
and
good.
Ryan Hansen and I watched this video for about 40 minutes straight when he was on set last week. Just go boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's banging against the thighs. It's going both ways.
I never actually look at the dick. Like,
You don't.
I have no fascination with that.
I do for comedic reasons. Like, I think it's the stupidest appendage a human has,
Sure.
male or female. It's a protuberance. If you look at it, it looks goofy as hell.
It's
And
a
the fact
different
that this thing is-
temperature than the rest of the body.
it's flopping around completely untethered. It's a
Yeah.
bad design.
It's a bad design. They should have like bone around it, like a cage around it.
Yes. And so I find that so comedic. But then I look upstairs and I just see 230 pounds
Yeah.
of muscle
Yeah.
moving down the 40 in 4 seconds. And it's
I can say that aesthetically, I can probably still enjoy like a nice juicy cock to look at.
okay, sure.
Much
sure.
more than I believe like a woman would. Like, I'll watch this with Caitlin and I'll be like, "Can you believe that?" And she's looking at his torso or his face or
Yeah.
whatever,
Right.
and she's not looking at the cock at all.
Okay, I want to transition into something serious now. So this is a point I've been trying to make to Monica, and I just can't find purchase in this argument. But us three are here acknowledging that the only people that cared we got in shape were other men. We also will acknowledge that, in general, women don't like the body type we're all obsessed with. Right? Are we all on
Oh
board
yeah,
so far?
I'll be watching these bodybuilding docs, and Emily's she cannot like look at the screen.
Right.
She
Yeah.
literally cannot look at it.
Right. And so what I've been trying to point out to Monica is we don't have a monopoly on this. Women are equally fucked up with the image they think men like, and it's perpetuated by one another, as is our fascination with masculinity is perpetuated by one another, which is so ironic. None of us are aiming at what the opposite sex finds appealing. I mean, again, let's not everyone.
certain
Some women love
Right.
big jack guys, and that's great.
I think it's a little different in that it feels like for women, there's like entire corporations whose job it is to make women feel that there's a certain type of body. There's
Yep.
like so much money and infrastructure involved with that. Whereas for guys, I think it's more like peer stuff. Whereas for women, I think we as a species have fucked up women's body image way more than we fucked up men's body image.
Well, hold on, though, because I just want to say
Thank you.
the number one movie in the history of the world is Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
And then the following 9 movies, with the exception of Titanic, where he was skinny, almost all of them include a very jacked dude.
I mean, yes, that is
Every
part-
boy in America is consuming as much of that image as the women, I think,
Sure,
are.
but what we're not getting as much is you buy this product, it'll do this. Like in our world on Instagram, we're following all these guys,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think for women, it's unavoidable. Like buy this lipstick, buy this, do this. This is a diet thing. It's like unavoidable, magazines and stuff. Whereas for guys, I think other than seeing those guys on screen, we can avoid the pressure to want to look like that,
That's a very solid
I
point.
think.
But would you to agree with me that the model look, for me, is completely unappealing? It's not at all what I've ever been interested in. Are you guys interested in the model look?
No.
Kumail's got a devilish
I
look.
like-
Please
No,
say
yeah,
the
no.
truth.
I do like a tradition, like a conventionally attractive woman.
I think I feel the same way about it, almost like that Caitlin does about my body, which is like, hey, I like to see that you're healthy, right? So I could look at a woman and if she's healthy, and what that means is probably generally not too overweight or too underweight.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. I think about women that I find attractive, and it spans all sorts of different body types, and regardless of what their personality is. I mean, just purely aesthetically.
Yeah.
But in general, I would say that no, a person who like a normal walk around person is sexier to me than someone for all the reasons aforementioned. Like the idea that you even subconsciously pick up on the fact that this person is so vain and they spend so much time trying to look a certain way that your lizard brain picks up on it and says they're desperate. And I think that when I see men walk around like that,
Yeah.
and even knowing that about myself, I'm like, we are so insecure and so desperate that we're trying to adjust our body type to fit some type of ridiculous paradigm. And I think you could say the same thing about any man or woman when you're walking down the street, and I find that less attractive.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it get like eating disorders and all these things get framed as this is a result of the pressure of the patriarchy. And I only know my group of friends, so I've not done a huge study, but I just am suggesting that it's kind of driven from within. as our thing is driven from within.
But just because we are here at Armchair Expert, and let's just pretend we're all experts for a second, and maybe I don't know the answer to this, but from what I understand about specifically eating disorders, isn't that more based in control?
It is, yeah.
Well, and as is our thing.
Right. Right. But so
Certainly.
the question is, chicken or the egg? Is it the control first? And because you feel out of control for a myriad of different reasons, and then you find this thing.
Yeah.
And yes, you have all these societal constraints or pressures to find that particular thing and then adapt your control issues to that. Or is it that we feel all of these pressures first and then the control sneaks in?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not engineered that way.
Monica, what do you think is the difference between the way that men or women are sort of fed? Like, is it internal?
Messaging?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's men's fault that women have a singular view of what their body should look like, but I think it's societal. Like, I think it comes from men and women. Whereas I think men, it generally just comes from men. Like, I don't know any girl.
Well, Snooki. She likes juiced up meatheads.
Yeah,
she said,
and that's true. There have to be some girls
Sure,
who,
of course.
who like that. But it's not like when you go to the mall, the mannequins, it's like clothes are supposed to fit a certain way on a girl. Like all of it, it's just all piled on top of each other. And I don't think it's necessarily it's not a male problem, but it's a societal.
But
problem.
I agree. I think that is a difference. If you look at the way that male mannequins are and women mannequins are, I think that's.
But historically, every single industry has been created by and then run by men.
Exactly.
Over the centuries.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're being very generous and not blaming us.
With the exception, and I think it is a big component of it, I've had many girlfriends who knew the names of many supermodels. I have only known the name of like 3 of them. Claudia Schiffer, maybe, and the gal
Cindy
with the mole,
Crawford.
Cindy Crawford.
Linda Evangelista, is that
Don't
who
know her. So mine ends at like 3.
I know all of them from that George Michael video.
Now, I could name you, 12 bodybuilders. I know Kristen
Kai
could
Green.
name you as... Oh,
Yeah.
sure. I mean, Ronnie Coleman, for anyone who hasn't
Ronnie
seen that
Coleman.
documentary. What a documentary. I want to
Beast.
interview him so bad. I think there is something to examine that we don't know the names of the supermodels. Again, we don't look at female fashion magazines, and so much of it's driven by that. That becomes kind of the ideal of who's in Vogue and who's in all these magazines. No, but we're not consuming those magazines, men, straight men. I'm not, or none of my friends are.
But it's all a whole thing. It's like, you're saying you don't know any men who like models, but men like models. Like, men like attractive models. That's the truth.
Yeah, that's totally right.
I would say that for me, even endeavoring to look a certain way, I truly don't feel the weight and pressure of any societal expectation on me. I really don't feel that.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, maybe that's just having the privilege of having a fast metabolism and not really ever being super overweight.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it because I think it's fun and weird.
I feel like
a control
out of
issue.
everyone I've ever talked to, you have the most healthy attitude about getting in shape. Out of all the men I've talked to who want to like look a certain way.
What in what way?
I feel like that's what you're just saying right now before I interrupted you, that you sort of do it because you think it's fun and good and you don't like feel bad about yourself if you let it go, or don't feel bad about yourself if you're not like looking a certain way. I assume you don't have a lot of guilt associated with food. So I think you have a healthier attitude to this, certainly than I do, but also to a lot of the dudes I've talked to about this stuff.
I have a theory of why. Because I'm not like him. If I get out of shape, I'm not happy.
I'm like you.
Yeah. And I would argue he's much cuter than us.
Yeah.
So for me, I never had the face I
We
wanted.
need it. We need it.
I didn't have the face I wanted, but I was like, well, you can't pick how your face looks,
Right.
but I can control how my body looks. Like
Yeah.
it was the outlet for my frustration with my face.
I would say I was actually going to give the same reason except in the adverse, meaning I always felt like my thing wasn't that I was attractive. It was that I was like driven and smart and
Funny.
sometimes funny and I knew how to like create things and write and build things, but that I wasn't necessarily attractive. So that like becoming more attractive with my body and then losing that was like, right, I'm just going back to status quo. Meaning like I feel like when I see people who are it happens more often to women than it does to men, but people who are really, really attractive when they're younger, and then as they age, they really start to fall apart psychologically because that is so much wrapped up into their
value
identity.
proposition in their mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's never been a part of my identity, especially because, I'm not Chris Hemsworth, right? So I'm not going to ever be in a Marvel movie. So I'm not really, when I lose all the muscle, I'm like, whatever, what the fuck? I'm just going back to the way it was.
But when you're on vacation, this is where it'll hit me. Like, you're on vacation, I'm with other dads. One of our best friends, Charlie, owns a CrossFit gym. This motherfucker looks ideal no matter what weight he is. He went up to 260 this year, a real dirty game.
Whoa.
I loved it. Like, his fucking traps were swallowing his head. There was like rolls on top of the traps. I loved it. And then when he gets lean, I love it. So I'm on vacation with him all the time. And I will be bummed if I'm out of shape and I'm around him.
Sure. I get that.
Yeah.
Totally. 260. That's a lot.
Yes, I'll get some pictures of him at his beefiest and I'll send them your way. And again, I also am smart enough, Rob, to recognize not one person that has taken a vacation with me, Dak Shepard, came because I'm in good shape. 1,000% of the people that want to be around me like my personality. So I agree that my value proposition isn't that.
Rob, do you have an addictive personality or no? Doesn't seem like you do.
He doesn't. It's crazy.
I think I do.
You do?
I think I do. Yeah. I mean, I have discipline, but again, I think that's just a control thing.
I remember, I was talking to you and Caitlin, or just Caitlin, about this, where you had done this crazy transformation, and I hadn't. And when we first met, all we talked about was abs for the first 4 times we hung out, right? And so I was talking to Caitlin, and I was like, so was he obsessed with it? Was it hard? She's like, no, he just kind of did it, and he was fine. And it made no sense to me that somebody could do it without
having that thing.
Without being obsessed with it, without having
I think I just try to build it in and compartmentalize it. I mean, I don't know if addicted is the right word. I guess I just felt a measure of control over that particular thing. And then, look, it's also the benefit of having a lot. I'm also running a show, running the Apple show, and then also Sunny. So I've got a lot of other things going on, so I have to sort of compartmentalize. So, I don't know if it was because that I was doing it in a healthy way. I think I was just maybe overworked in other areas, and to create that modicum of control, I needed to compartmentalize.
You had this mission, and you kind of bought yourself 10 hours a week to yourself. That's got to be part of the appeal as well.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like you said, because I'll put on something I want to watch, but whether it's a movie or I'm catching up on, I was watching Little America and working out. And people are like, well, no, you need to listen to Rage Against the Machine, which I also do from time to time. But I also look at it as just my time. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And it's like a plausible excuse to get my time.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring up one thing that I remember about Caitlin. So the one time Caitlin was really attracted to your body was when you had gotten very heavy a few seasons before, and then you decided to start lifting very heavy, so that you were quite overweight, and then you turned a good portion of it into raw, powerful muscle, and she loved that.
Yeah.
And so what I think is that makes sense on an evolutionary way. That red is powerful.
Right.
And the other thing reads is just vanity and, as you said,
That's
desperation.
right, because you need a little bit of fat to be able to survive.
I'm aspiring. I'm trying. I think when I chart my body shape as I get older, what I hope to have is almost like early John Goodman or even early Ed O'Neill. I used to be real strong, and now I got a little layer of fat, but the shoulders are still big. I got a gut, but my fucking shoulders are big. And that, to me, is, I think, where I'm heading.
Yeah, but you're pretty tall for, those guys are much shorter than you. So you're going to always look pretty
Gangly.
lean. Yeah, not in a bad way. I don't mean that bad.
No, yeah.
I mean, but let's talk about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for a second, because Brad pops that shirt off up on that roof, right? And God
there
damn
was
it.
a gasp in the theater.
Yeah. It's a shock. I mean, how does he still look like that?
But take a look at that.
No,
That
no,
is
he's
not
not-
a crazy body. That just
He's very lean.
yeah.
He's just made right,
He-
he's just made
I
right.
had to up my profile age on Raya after I saw that, because I can't,
Yeah, you can't
He
weed
has
that
to
out.
be. I can't weed that out. Can't weed that out.
That's real. She came home and changed it from 49 to whatever his age is, 55 or whatever he is.
Just in case.
Just in case. You don't know.
How's Raya?
awful. I was on it for like a couple days. So we
Couple
have
days.
this other podcast, Monica and Jess Love Boys, about relationships.
Which we should have been guests on, basically.
Yeah, about relationships, and we have assignments at the end of each episode, and one of mine was to get on a dating app. So I got on Raya, and I don't enjoy it, but I did it. And I upped my age so that Brad Pitt could fall in line.
Into the trap.
Yeah.
Snare
exactly.
him in.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, he looks amazing, and he's like kind of the perfect. I mean, he's the perfect movie star. Right?
He is. Of all, for
He
me,
is.
yeah, he's everything. Now, can I ask how you guys even know one another?
We met at a Game of Thrones premiere.
I'm not. He was not exaggerating. Our very first conversation. I think the first thing he ever said to me was, "Do you have abs?" I really do think that. I remember walking over to you.
I don't know if it was the exact first thing I said, but
He said, "You guys all." You were talking about me and Glenn. You said, "You
'Cause
and Glenn are in good shape. Do you have abs?" I've always wanted abs. That is the first sentence you said, and I remember turning to Caitlin and I'm like, I'm going to get along with this guy. I'm going to get along with
kind
I
of guy.
remember being sort of ashamed because we would talk about that stuff at these things and we would run into events all the time. Because I was like, I'm going to get abs. And then you texted me like months later and you were like, how's that abs thing going? And I was like, it's not going, man. This is the first time I've had them. I didn't know what they look like until now.
Yeah.
Turns out they're a little asymmetric. I'm fine with that. I don't.
Okay.
I have no.
Asymmetric in what way? Because sometimes when I
Up
look
and
at
down,
guys,
up and down.
Oh, I love that. That's one of my favorite things. I'm trying to think who has that where they have an 8-pack, but it's just a little bit one side's higher than the other.
That's what it is. That's
I
what
love
have.
that.
It's like up. It's like not aligned.
That's
perfectly.
great.
Now,
But-
do you lose sleep over that?
I don't. It does not bother me.
I don't
at
know.
all.
Yeah, because you're saying that, but
Now, if I could snap my fingers and make them symmetric, would I? Yeah, I'm snapping my fingers. However, I'm fine with it.
I think
it's something I would have never even thought about.
To break down that photo, I think your crowning achievement, though, from my point of view, was the vascularity. I just don't know how you went from almost no vascularity to that extreme of vascularity.
I've been fairly vascular my whole life.
Oh, okay.
Like not on the shoulders, not a lot, but like my forearms.
Okay.
And even when I wasn't really working out in shape, every now and then I could see like a bicep vein going down both, you know?
Yeah.
So pretty vascular. For that, there's some tricks you do, right? So
tell me.
I dehydrated myself a little bit for that picture.
Great.
Right?
Yeah.
I took nitric oxide. Have you ever
Okay.
taken that?
No. What does that
what's this?
do?
Oh, nitric oxide is a pre-workout. It's fucking great.
Oh.
You've never taken?
No.
I used to huff that in high school.
That's nitrous. This is not. Nitric oxide is a pre-workout, or you just drink some beet juice.
Okay.
That's got it in there. Your body naturally makes it, but you can take supplements to like up it. It's a vasodilator. So the thinking is it gives you a little more stamina. You can work out more.
Okay. Well, the one thing I knew is that your nose is what creates nitrous oxide.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, that when you breathe through your mouth, it doesn't convert oxygen into nitric oxide. But I do know that your breathing through your nose does
Okay.
that. So I have this nose strip I wear sometimes when I work out to try to get that up.
Well, if you want to try it, I did too much of it, and
Oh.
then it like because I loved it so much. Because you look in the
Yes.
mirror, suddenly you got veins popping. You know.
Yeah. What was the side effects of doing too much?
I started getting rosacea on my face. Like my face started turning red just because
Almost worth it though, right? were there moments where you're like, I can handle this?
I know, and it was just getting worse and worse, and I was like, I cut it out, and then it just like went away. I mostly want to be lean just so my face looks lean. Like that is very important to me. Like if I look at how my face looked 2 years ago, it looks so different now.
Mhm. Yes, even from when I interviewed you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it looks like your jaw, like you got.
I mean, my body fat got really low, right? So
Yeah.
it just like I look so different. So to me, the reason I want to still have abs, but I really don't want like my face to not look how sort of lean it looks right now.
See, now I'm the opposite. So when I get as lean as you need to be for an 8-pack, which I've done a few times, my face just caves in and I look terrible. It's just a humongous nose. So, but again, sometimes I've been like, kind of worth having that bad of a face to have abs.
Yeah, well, I got there in August, right? We had rehearsals for a month, and I was like doing a heavy cut, and I was working out too. And I started to look really good. And the producer was like, hey, we're a little worried about you because they were like, you look like you're really like leaning out too much. And he was like, your face is starting to look like, he was like,
Little concave.
Gone.
little concave. And
Yeah.
I looked in the mirror and I saw like just like lines on my cheek, you know, like where it goes
Laugh
in.
lines, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that as well.
You did.
Yeah, I had a couple of talk-ins too that people were like, "Look, we gotta
Rein this in a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, and but Charlie was doing it once a week, and at one point he was like, "Look, man, you look sick.
Oh,
You
really?
look sick in the face." And I said to Caitlin, "Do I look sick?" And she said, "I've been telling you look sick for the past fucking 3 months."
Oh,
So I knew that's when I stopped running. One thing that I didn't even realize wasn't happening. This is a benefit. I think it's a benefit, but one thing I didn't even realize wasn't happening from the ages of about 14 till about 37. A man every single day wakes up with an erection.
Right.
Every
okay.
single day.
Okay.
And then you I forgot. Like it just
Yeah.
goes away. But then all of a sudden I'm increasing my testosterone back to what I was like when I was 20. And then the next thing I know, I'm waking up every day and I'm like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Wow, this is fun.
Yeah.
Right. I remember this was what it was like for 30 years. And then I started to get depressed for a quick second. Was like, I could have done this at any point. When I was in my 20s, when my testosterone was like levels were like they are in their 20s, I could have done this and I didn't.
Yes.
But that's what shows me that I didn't care. Like I really didn't care, really in a real way, up until about 4 or 5 years ago. Then that made me wonder, wait, am I actually caring now because I'm in the middle of my life and because I'm starting to realize like, oh shit, I'm not going to be able to do this. You know, in
This
about
is your
5
last
years. This
window.
is my last window. So I'm going to take full advantage of it right now. Like, is this really, and maybe this isn't that Freudian or pulling back the onion, but like, is this really not only just a control thing, but is it a fear of death? Like
Mortality.
For me,
my own
Yeah.
mortality?
certainly that's a big part of it. Getting older. I've always been terrified of being older. Like I'm 41, but like I remember when I was in like the 7th grade, I would look at the 6th graders, be like, "Oh, they're so young," you know. I always had that. I'm not joking. I would like lie about my age and shit. So for me, it was part of it was I had this opportunity and I really wanted to make the most of it. But it was also knowing if I didn't do it now, it just would not happen, and I never would have looked the way I wanted to look when I was like 12 or 13. I was like, someday I'll look a certain way, you know. And I never got to it.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
Living your best life means being extra where it counts and skipping the extra where you don't need it. Like in your cleaning products. That's where 7th Generation comes in. Their bio-based cleaning power delivers a powerful clean with nothing extra in the bottle. Need a dish soap that cuts through the tough grease? A detergent that tackles the worst stains and odors? 7th Generation handles it all without any dyes or artificial fragrances. Real clean doesn't have to come with a long list of add-ons. Upgrade to a powerful clean without anything extra. Look for 7th Generation dish soap and laundry detergent wherever you shop for your cleaning products.
Okay, so I have a very, very distinct memory of when I decided I was going to get in shape. I know exactly where it was. I was at La Quinta, that resort in Palm Springs. I was with my mother. She took me there, and I was probably 23. And there were some older dudes on, who knows, a bachelor trip, golf trip, whatever. These guys, again, who knows, because I was 23. But I would guess they were about 45 or so. And one of the guys liked talking, and then he just went down and ripped out probably 30-plus push-ups. And I remember thinking, I couldn't possibly do more than 10 push-ups. And that guy is 45. How fucking embarrassing. Like, I remember feeling humiliated that old man was doing 3 or 4 times the amount of push-ups I could do. And I came home from that trip and I was like, I have to get strong. It's not just going to happen. I must be that guy when I'm 45.
Yeah, it's also hard for you because you got long arms, so push-ups are way harder.
Thank you for saying that.
It is
because
harder.
Pull-ups are harder.
Yeah, everything. I started going to the gym when I was 14 or 15.
You did. And
Yeah.
do you remember, was there an exact moment where you're like, it's time to take action?
I had very, very little shoulders. Some point, someone in school called me chicken shoulders.
Okay.
I remember being, but look at a chicken's shoulder. He's like, and he wasn't even making fun of me. He was just like concerned.
Stating.
He was like, you have the shoulders of a chicken.
The chickens have shoulders.
They don't.
No, they don't.
They got a neck.
Okay, got it.
And so I don't remember if that happened in the next week. I went to the gym, but I do know that when I would go to the gym, I would think about that. And so I started going to this like sports club by my house, and it was me and everybody else was older, except there was one kid who was my age, 15, and he was fucking shredded.
Oh, wow.
Like he looked great. You know, there's this disease that gives you, there's no side effect. There's no like medical downsides. You just have very little body fat and twice the amount of muscle. Have you seen these like kids who are all like jacked?
I've seen. Yes, I
Yeah.
know exactly.
The little kids who are jacked?
Yeah.
I think this guy might have had that. Because
Okay.
he was super shredded. He was the only one my age, and then everyone else was older than me. And I'd go like work out there for.
He just has to be careful in cold climates. That's the only downside.
That's
He
the only
doesn't
downside.
have that fat
and
layer.
he's in Pakistan. He's fucking got it made.
He's born in the perfect location.
Exactly, yeah.
And so, Rob, was there a moment that because you worked out long before you started doing the
I can
crazy
tell you, I was
transformation.
just actually, we were talking about moments. I was just thinking about like what was my proudest moment? What was the time where I was like, okay, I've achieved what I wanted to achieve? And again, it's like abject vanity. But we were in Mexico, and it was like right after we were done shooting. So that was like, to your point, it was like a week later. So I was like just in prime shape. And so I'm enjoying myself and yet still looking pretty good. And this guy comes over to me and he says, I know this is weird, man. Would you mind taking a photo with my wife? And I said, no, sure. I'll take a photo. No big deal. So we're by the pool. And his wife comes over and she's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, and we stand next to each other and we take the photo. And then I said, oh, how long you been watching the show? And she goes, what show? And he goes, I said,
What a
I
compliment.
said, do you don't know Sonny? He goes, what's Sonny? And I go, why did you have to take a photo with me? And he goes, because you got the best body I've ever seen. And I wanted my wife to stand next to you while we took this photo. I went back to Caitlin. I was like, you gotta go talk to you gotta meet this guy. You gotta.
By the way,
God.
I would so prefer to have someone want to take a picture with me because my body was good than that I've succeeded in show business. Which is preposterous.
With preposterous.
Certainly.
You can only say that because you've succeeded in show business.
I guess.
Nobody
I'm
else would.
Either fucking way, I blasted off to the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Everything, my
amazing.
synapses were firing like crazy.
Do you
man.
think he wanted you to come into the hotel room and plow his wife?
No, I mean that was like it wasn't a sexual thing. Like
Okay.
it was more just like aesthetically.
appreciation.
Just pure appreciation.
And then earlier, I realized like, oh, I saw them and their group of friends like look at me and whisper, and they were, and I was like, oh, okay, showbiz related.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my
It was
God, this is the
because-
dream.
Body related.
And then and then the guy said, yeah, my buddy was like making fun of you, right? But not, in like
Sure.
a way that, of course, like, hey, who's this fucking tool bag? And by the way,
Yes.
he was right.
Yep,
I
yep,
am
yep.
a tool bag.
Yeah.
And then they started talking about my body.
Oh, this is the
and
dream.
they talked about it for 15, 20 minutes. And then he started comparing himself. Then he was defending himself. And then
Sure.
you don't know what it takes to look like that. That guy's in the gym for 6 hours.
He's miserable.
The fact that my body caused like a 15 to 20 minute conversation, I was like, this
That's
is peak.
pretty great.
We've come to the point of the interview where I think it would be appropriate to thank you guys to talk about some things that are coming out. First and foremost, Rob, your show is absolutely incredible. I watched it. You directed the episode 105, which I thought was just perfectly done.
What's it called?
It's called Mythic Quest, Raven's Banquet.
Banquet.
Oh.
Continuing your tradition of naming shows in absolutely baffling ways.
Yes. What we try to do is confuse people as much as possible.
Yeah, it's a great
It
recipe.
worked on the first one.
Yeah,
It did. Yeah.
but he directed You're Gonna Love It, because remember how beautiful the dance scene was?
Yes.
I mean, it was truly epically
It
beautiful.
was.
We bought it. We watched it a dozen times. It's so
Yeah.
great. Not just because you look so great, which you do. It's part of it. But it's just beautiful.
It is.
This episode is so fucking heartbreaking and so beautiful. I'm so proud of Rob. He did such a beautiful job. The music's wonderful. It's shot perfectly. It's acted brilliantly. Our guy, Jake Johnson, is the star of that episode. And he's phenomenal. And the woman is
Kristen Milioti.
Yeah, she's phenomenal.
She's from How I Met Your Mother,
Correct.
right? Cool.
It's a really beautiful, heartbreaking episode of what is a really, really funny show, but it's in the middle of it, and it's just wonderful. It's like
It's a standalone, so you can watch that episode without watching the rest of the season. But
it's like a Master and None episode, or yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Fleabaggy. I mean, it's really fucking phenomenal. And then Kumail, obviously, all this body work was not for a comedy.
No, but I have a show on Apple TV Plus too called Little America.
Wait, you're on Little America?
I'm not on it. I just created it and produced it. And
you
wrote
did?
It.
I
Wrote
just
some of
created it.
Okay.
No,
That's why
but I'm
when I
not on it. Well, me, Emily Gordon, my wife, and Lee Eisenberg. Do you know Lee? He's a writer. We created it together, and then we produce it. But it's a show. It's an anthology show based on true stories of immigrants to America. But it's but it's fictionalized. So that's there right now.
So you two sitting in this room, you have 40% of the content on Apple.
yes.
Yeah.
I don't wanna show off, but we're the best reviewed shows on Apple TV Plus by, I would say, a solid margin.
That's great.
Yeah.
And then I got a movie coming out with Issa Rae on April 3rd called Lovebirds. That'll be in
Lovebirds.
theaters. Yeah.
And you and I talked about that when you were here the first time, because I absolutely adore her.
Well, she's great. She just finished a new season of Insecure, so let's promote that. That comes out in April too. Yeah.
But the Marvel movie is called
It's called Eternals.
Eternals.
And it comes out November 6th.
November 6th.
Yeah.
Is this so exciting to you?
Yeah, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it because I don't know what this is going to be, you know.
Well, they're all good. That's so you I mean, if
I know, but you know, it's like Russian roulette, right? There's one bullet in the chamber. Somebody's going to get it.
I don't know about that.
I hope not. I hope not us. But yeah, it was really fun to do. It's got a crazy cast. It's
Who else is in it?
Angelina Jolie, Selma Hayek, Richard Madden, Gemma Chin, Don Lee, Liam McHugh, Lauren Ridloff. Brian Tyree Henry, Barry Keoghan. I mean, we had the best time. So it's like a superhero. We're like a superhero team.
So that's November 6th.
It was really, really fun to shoot. And it's a crazy bananas concept. Like the movie set over thousands of years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're like these immortal beings who are thousands of years old. So it's set over like many different like time periods.
And is your superpower a secret?
No, I can shoot things from my hands.
Energy? Or
Energy, yeah. I shoot energy from my hands.
You don't need a ton of muscles to shoot energy from your hands.
No,
do
but
you?
I went and got it.
Okay, so it started with its complete vanity. It is. It's control issues. Then it fucks with your head. It's hard to leave that. Maybe impossible to leave it. But I will say this. One thing I do think is admirable about both of you, and then I'll even give myself credit for this, is I like the notion that we didn't accept one version of life. I think that's aspirational. Like, I want to try that. That's not me. I've never been that way. I'm going to do all the work to see if I can do that. I think that's cool.
Yeah, and I was very proud of myself for doing it because it just takes so long. The process is so slow, and you just kind of have to trust that.
Because aren't you at many times going, I'm just genetically, I'm chicken shoulders.
All the time.
I won't get there. I'll
All
do
the
all
time.
the things you're supposed to do.
I didn't think genetically I was ever capable of doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, all three of us had the privilege and the opportunity to do something like this. You have the full weight of a studio behind you.
Oh my
right?
God.
And
You have the infrastructure. I mean, can't do it
Yes.
without that. I couldn't do it.
So all that said, there is something to the fact that you have accomplished something. You've changed something very dramatic about your life. And I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but to me, when I was kind of in the middle of it and I realized that I had completely transformed myself, I realized like, wow, I can take this and apply this to so many different aspects of my life. Like, no matter how difficult something is, I have literally transformed my biology.
Yeah.
Or at least my physiology, which is difficult.
And I'm not a proponent of getting an 8-pack. I have no position on that, but I am a humongous proponent of physical exercise. And to your point of you having less anxiety and sleeping better, I mentally, like, forget the vanity, that is a huge component, but mentally I have to do that, or I think I'd have to be on pretty serious antidepressants.
Yeah.
And there's something to be said too for, I mean, I've been on a television show for 14 years. I have a new show. We got a lot going on. And this is the thing that people ask me about more than anything else.
I have a show about like immigrant stories and they're like, so how about the bod, huh?
Yeah. It's just something people
dream.
are fascinated with.
Yeah.
People are like, you're probably sick of talking about this. I'm like, no, not at all. It's all I want to talk about.
There is not one woman listening to this
I wonder.
except Monica.
I don't think
and
Monica's been listening.
I've been here half the time.
She's been away.
I am so sorry, Monica, that you had to listen to
Well,
it.
no, it's fascinating. I will say it's vulnerable to talk about this kind of thing like this and
Well, I think the
be
same
very
thing.
open about
Because you
it.
sound like fucking idiots.
No, I mean,
I think the same thing will happen with this episode that happened with your show, which is we think we're in on the joke, and people will listen to it and go like, "Oh, they think they're in on
They
the
don't
joke, and they're
know.
not. Listen to what they're
Yeah.
saying and how
Yeah.
serious they take it.
Yeah.
They're not in on the joke.
Yeah.
and that's a great walk.
I welcome it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I love both of you guys. I'm
Love
so
you too.
excited to be a part of this triangle of friendship. I hope we can do. We got to lift together. Is what we got to do.
Oh, I would love to do it.
Oh,
I'm ready.
Oh,
all
I
right.
can't
We
wait.
should go to Rob's.
We
He's
gotta
got
go
a
to Rob's gym.
beautiful gym.
Yeah.
We'll start with bench press.
We'll start working out at 10 a.m. All right. Love you guys.
Thank you for having us.
And now my favorite part of the show, the fact check with my soulmate, Monica Padman. How you doing?
good.
We just had a hearty lunch.
yeah, we
A
sure did.
rich.
It was not under my vegan plan.
But we're off that for the time being
Yeah,
until
yeah.
we get your brain all sorted.
I'm taking a little break.
Little breaky. You ever heard this thing that like in the Middle Ages, the Dark Ages, that peasants, they ate such scraps and just grain that they could eat too rich of a meal and it would kill them? I kind of feel like we just had a meal that might kill one and or all three of us. It was so decadent.
Yeah, when they ate like rich people food, they died.
Yeah, like a side of pig or something.
This is relevant
Okay.
to this episode on men's bodies.
Oh, right.
Because what you put in your body is what comes out your butt.
Okay, well,
And also affects your weight, affects your mental attitude
yeah.
and aptitude. How are you feeling?
Germ-wise,
Yeah.
we're great.
How many germs do you think you have right now?
1 billion.
Oh, that's good.
I think every human's carrying around 1 billion
Yeah,
germs.
but-
I kind of want to be on record in case I'm right. I'm probably 99% wrong,
Okay.
but I really believe this in my heart.
Let me hear.
So in case it turns out I'm right, I want to be on record.
Okay.
I think we all already had coronavirus.
Oh,
Okay? Everyone in LA had this sickness end of December.
are you talking about the puking one?
Just let me lay out my case.
But I need to know which one you're talking about before you lay it out.
Yeah, that was part of it. But then it lasted for like 6 weeks. And almost everyone I know in LA had this flu that lasted like 6 weeks. And it was the cough that held on forever. You know what I'm talking about. You had it.
Yeah.
You said you think you still have it.
I mean, I've been sick since January 1st, for sure.
Right.
But-
So hold on. Let me just lay out my theory.
Okay.
I think we already had coronavirus, and the people that went to the doctor during that time, they're like, yeah, you got the flu. They didn't test for coronavirus, the COVID-19. I think we already have it. Just no one got tested specifically for that. I think it's already been global. That's my prediction. Also, don't make any of your life decisions based on what I just said. I don't want to get sued by anyone. I'm not advising
yeah.
anything. But this is my armchair theory that we already all have coronavirus.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think more people would have been dying early.
Well, people are dying from influenza by the thousands, but we just go, oh, it's influenza.
No, they can tell that that's the current flu strain.
I think it's quite possible that when an old person in a nursing home dies of pneumonia, they're not running the results of their death to the lab to discover anything. I just think they go, oh, they're old, they died of pneumonia. That happens to 5% of old people. I don't think they're doing an investigation. So you just have people dying as people in old folks' homes do, and no one's like looking any deeper than that. But then you have this Chinese doctor who's like, this is a specific thing.
Yeah.
And then they start looking for it, and when they look for it, they find it.
Maybe. I don't know.
You don't know.
But I was around my grandparents who are old
Yeah.
and they're still alive.
Right. But it's only going to kill 2%.
But they're not sick. And they would have definitely gotten it if I was carrying it.
Well, but you may have no longer been contagious.
No, because my symptoms all started right around that time.
Oh, you were sneezing and coughing and blowing your nose around them, and touching all their remote controls and their.
I was around them.
Were you
It's a
touching
very contagious virus.
Right.
So if I was carrying, which that would have been the time I was carrying, because when I got January 1st is when I started to feel symptoms.
Okay.
They would have gone in. They would probably be not with us.
Well, that's an interesting hypothesis.
Why? That makes sense. I was around two extremely susceptible people. So if I had it, most likely they would have okay.
Well, they may have gotten it, and they just didn't die
They're
of
not
it.
strong enough.
No, listen. Not
No.
everyone that get that. Very small. 2% of people who get it die from it.
Yeah, and generally those people are elderly or
Yeah.
have a compromised immune system.
Yes.
Both things apply
Right.
to those two people. So I just there's no way they wouldn't have at least maybe they would still be with us.
Will you call them and see if they got sick when you left?
I can't call them right now.
Why? Because they're sick. Too sick to
They're
answer.
too sick.
What if your grandparents are about?
Oh. Anyway, so you feel like we all had it. I don't, and I'm what John Oliver said. I am
Not panicking.
not panicked, but
No.
also aware. Washing my hands. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, and I'm not thrilled about that.
Right, but you're not. What kind of doctor are you going to? General practitioner?
Yeah.
Oh, you should be concerned. Why are you even going? What are they doing there?
I'm getting a urine test,
Uh-huh.
and also I have to begrudge her for not catching my seizure.
Okay, so you're going in with a grievance.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to give her a stool sample, a grievance report,
urine
a blood
test.
tape, and a urine
Oh
test.
my god. No, but I do have to tell her about it, and I want her to feel bad. I'll be honest.
Okay, great.
You know, I saw her about like 5 days before the seizure happened, and I told her, last year I was here, I had this incident, it feels unresolved, and I don't feel right about it.
Yeah.
And she was very dismissive.
Yeah.
So I
As
want her to
was
feel
I.
badly, real bad.
Okay. All right. Now, I don't think they're going to learn anything without a stool sample. I'm telling you.
Are you even listening to anything I'm
1,000 I can
saying?
repeat
Or you're
every
just
single thing you
thinking in
said.
your head about something funny to say about poop always?
No, I'm just saying, I think they need to get in there and look at your stool
For what?
to find out what's going on. Why do you think they take stool samples? Not for the amusement of the doctor.
They definitely don't do it for anything brain related. Well, I shouldn't say that. I guess I don't know. Maybe they do, but they don't. They do it for like
Lower GI
I have
issues?
given one.
Ooh. Go on.
It was because I had what turned out to be a kidney infection.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they found it through examining your stool.
I don't think they actually found anything, but that is something they
Requested.
took. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Moving on. The male physique.
Yeah, men's bodies.
Men's bodies is.
What an interesting time that was
For you?
for all of us.
Yeah, I don't know how we sounded because I was in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was affected by the disorder we were discussing. But you were on the outside very clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So what was it like from your vantage point?
Yeah, I mean, it's just so clearly an obsession
Uh-huh.
that, in my opinion, obsessions aren't good,
Right.
generally.
Yeah. I mean, they can have good outcomes.
Sure.
Like if people who eat obsessively healthy, they'll have a good outcome probably.
Maybe,
Or
but it can easily
exercise.
tip. And same with exercise. You can overdo it if it's becomes an obsession. It seems like maybe you guys have all tipped a little bit.
I don't think I've overdone it.
Okay.
Yeah, I see guys that are like 230 pounds of beefcake, steroid-induced muscle.
That's
and
true.
That's not me.
But if you're all consumed by it, which you're not, I guess.
No. I mean, you got to be when you're doing what Kumail just did,
Yeah.
or what I did in When in Rome, or what Rob did last year.
Exactly.
The several months leading up to that, yeah, you got to have a one-track mind
I
about
know,
it. Because you have to eat fucking perfect. And I'm using the word perfect as perfect for that look. It's not a
Right.
perfect diet.
No.
But there is a specific way to eat to look like that.
Yeah.
And there's no wiggle room.
Yeah. I just think it's so interesting because it's so internal It really has nothing. I mean, I guess you're getting some validation from some men.
Men, yeah.
But it just has nothing to do with why anyone wants to be around you. In fact, I bet like you were not as fun to be around when you were on that diet. I would guess.
Well, right. I could barely eat anywhere.
Yeah, like
When we
no
went
one.
to Disneyland, I was about to pass out because they didn't serve anything on my meal plan.
Right. This is what I'm saying. Then you just become a nuisance.
Yeah.
Obsessive minds do this.
Mm-hmm.
I have one too, so I get it. I get it. Even when I'm exercising regularly, I am aware I need to do this. This is good for me, but let's not be too severe.
Well, even when you do it, you're streaky and compulsive about it. So, like, you went home and you were going to run every single day that you were home. Yeah, and it became like a huge. It was not tiny habits. It was big.
But when I say about severity, so at one point I felt like I was getting sick, corona.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, I was a real struggle in my head of I
always work out sick, yeah.
It's not good for you.
I believe that it raises my body temp and kills germs. Okay.
Light exercise is good. So that a little bit of that is good.
Yeah.
But pushing your body is not good
Okay.
when you're sick. I got confirmation from a couple doctors on that.
Okay.
Anywho, so I was just aware of like, don't be so stringent in this that then you become sick and then you can't work out, which ultimately I guess did happen.
Well, do you run in a jogging suit?
Do you mean workout clothes?
No, I mean, I'm picturing you in your parents' neighborhood jogging right now, which is the most adorable image. Like if I was driving my car through the neighborhood, like, oh, the Duxon's got a new veranda. Oh, look at that. And then I just see you trotting along, plodding along. I picture you in kind of a thicker sweatsuit, a little baggy here and there.
Okay.
Drawstring.
Okay.
Is that what you work out in?
First of all, there's no verandas in my parents' neighborhood.
Okay.
2, you see me in workout clothes all the time.
In Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were home in Georgia. It's a little chillier, so I thought maybe you had a big like Rocky style sweatsuit.
Oh,
like
my
thick
goodness.
champion sweatsuit.
Okay. No.
Oh,
I was in regular workout clothes and
like yoga pants?
Yeah.
Okay.
My regular clothes.
All right.
Lululemon, shout out.
Oh.
And you're also wrong. I worked out on the treadmill.
Oh, well, that's completely different. Sure. Then you might as well stay in your yoga attire.
Yeah.
Your lemons.
My Lulus.
Your Lulus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, obsessions.
Yes, obsession.
Do you think you're obsessed with it or no?
Well, I think in general, I'm a very obsessive person. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just in float. I've been in float mode for 2 years. It doesn't require like chips.
Mm-hmm.
Like chips was 5-6 days a week working out, very specific diet, then a cutting phase. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I wonder, do we think people who are not in this industry do this? I think they might, which makes me fearful.
Bodybuilders do.
I mean, like your average person working at an office.
I can't imagine why they would.
That's my point, but I think they might, and then that makes me nervous.
There's nothing damaging to your body to do that, what we were doing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for your body to go through these intense spurts of physical change and then not, and then
they
again.
say
And
periods of starvation lead to longevity. I think shocking your body is good for your body, personally.
okay, well, again, we don't have a doctor in here to tell us, but
We don't. Even if we had 5 doctors, none of them would agree.
I think consistency, healthy consistency, is what your body needs.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, it was lovely having those two in because I like them so much.
Yes, they're the most lovely boys.
Yeah, they're fun boys.
Mm-hmm.
So Sean Con, did you just fart?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So Sean,
I have farted throughout this fact check, but at the beginning.
Oh.
And I was waiting to see if it was going to get to you, and I was delighted it didn't. Listen. Don't you feel like there could be a filter
mess.
that you attach to your butthole, and then the fart would just pass through it, and there's some kind of fiber in there, whether it's got silver or one of these cure-alls, and it catches the
smell?
particles that smell. and then just lets the gas pass through the netting
But then the smell particles are like building up in that.
on the filter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ew.
and then you throw the filter presumably in the trash
Every
no,
day?
in the toilet. You would flush.
Oh, you
at
can't
the end of
flush silver.
Oh, okay. Well, then you'd put it in the outdoor trash can at the end of every night.
Where would the filter be? Because the filter would then start to smell.
Well, the filter would smell terrible. Yeah, the filter would be attached to your anus, covering
Attached, like in the
like
hole.
a picture of Maxi Packs. Okay, it would have an adhesive, and it would cover your butthole. And then as you farted, the air would pass through, and then in the copper and silver fibers, it would catch the molecules that stink. And then at the end of the day, the filter would be full of those molecules, and you throw them in the outside trash.
This is not. It would be so uncomfortable to have like a sticky thing in your asshole all day.
Full of poop particles. Then shit your pants.
Oh, hold on. We don't know that. Because
Yes, we do. Okay.
we haven't beta tested it.
Of the three of us,
I'm inventing it. Fine.
oh
I'm
my
going to prove you two wrong.
Of the three of us, I know the most about having to put stuff up in near my genital area.
Right.
And it's not comfortable, even the most comfortable version of it.
Okay.
And the sticky version is not comfortable.
It's not good.
No. And that's at least even attached to your underwear. This one would be attached to your actual skin surface.
I'm going to hang out in CVS behind an aisle, and I'm going to wait for, even if it takes weeks, for you to enter CVS only to see that the new hot selling item is Dak Shepard's fart filters.
Oh,
and there's
my
a line of
God.
people, and I'm a billionaire, and I'm gonna point at the fart filters, then I'm gonna point at you, and then I'm gonna laugh. Ha 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 ha! You were wrong.
You're going to point at the used fart filters?
No,
and then
they're hanging their new Dak Shepard's fart
finger's going to
filters.
stink, and then you're
No.
going to point it at me.
It comes with gloves to remove and put on and off the filter. It's a very sanitary option.
No.
It works the same as
Think
a fart
about
pillow.
how many germs are on that filter.
I know. Would you rather have them caught in your underpants? In your denim?
No.
Certainly your denim's already acting as a gas filter. Just so you know. Whether you like it or not, you too, Rob. All y'all's clothing is a functional filter.
Stop.
And I'll tell you how you could know. I urge you to try this at home.
Oh my God.
Tonight, when you get into your MeUndies, you'll have a toot, you always do, in bed. Immediately rip them off and then smell the fabric. And I'll tell you that the particles will have been trapped in there.
Ew.
Here's what'll happen if you're using a Dak Shepard fart filter. You'll poot in bed, you rip your underwear off, you smell your underwear. Oh my God, there's nothing. Why? Because you have a filter on that blocked it before it got to your MeUndies.
Even when you pull off your MeUndies, just the smell. Yes.
It'll all be trapped in the filter itself. It's got copper, it's got silver, and it has CBD.
Maybe baking soda?
Oh, yeah.
God.
That's great. I'm helping. Everyone has embarrassing gas.
oh my God.
And everyone wishes they could be in that big, important corporate meeting and just let it rip with the full comfort and safety of knowing that the filter will never expose your position.
Okay, does the filter also filter out sound?
It'll muffle it. Yeah. I'm still in the R&D phase of this.
Oh my God. All
But
right.
it's a big idea.
All right.
Okay.
Sean Connery. You said you think he was 180 pounds. I couldn't find that. And I couldn't find a lot of this info about how much people weighed, obviously.
Okay.
But you thought he won Mr. Universe. Sean Connery began bodybuilding at age 18 and from 1951 trained heavily with Ellington, a former gym instructor in the British Army. While his official website claims he was third in the 1950 Mr. Universe contest, most sources place him in the 1953 competition either third in the junior class or failing to place in the tall man classification.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, but he did compete in Mr.
discrepancy.
Universe.
Yeah. What is that? I've never
Mr.
even
Universe?
heard of it. Yeah.
That's why Arnold Schwarzenegger is so famous.
I've never heard of it.
Because he won Mr. Universe, I believe, the most times until Ronnie Coleman. It's your cheer state championship, but it's global and it's for every bodybuilder in the world. And they go and compete in different classes and they get on stage and they flex and they're judged on proportionality and making sure they don't have oversized chest but not big quads. You know, they're looking for all that. They're looking for the cut. They're looking for the size, the proportionality.
Who's judging?
A panel of judges. I don't know where
Who
they
would
get
be
them.
qualified? Yeah.
I would imagine other weightlifters, bodybuilders who
okay.
understand.
And is this a yearly event?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering where it ranks because I've never heard of it in my life.
Mr. Universe?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you've heard of like Miss America.
Yeah.
I just was wondering if it's as like well known as that and I just don't know or
Well, I think Rob, you've heard of Mr. Universe, obviously.
Yeah, I have.
I think every boy knows there's Mr. Universe.
Okay. I don't know about every boy. Let me ask I'm going to text my brother and ask him.
Oh, he'll know for sure.
Okay.
So you just asked Neil if he knew about
Yeah, I asked my brother if he knows. We'll see what he says.
Neil Padman. Check him out on Instagram.
He said no. I knew it. I knew it.
I don't think so.
What? You can't say you don't think so when I just asked him a question and he answered. He said no.
How did you phrase it?
Do you know what Mr. Universe is? No, LOL.
Mr. Universe competition.
Are you serious?
I think you're right. I would have interpreted that as, do you know who the current Mr. Universe is, which I don't know. Have you heard of the Mr. Universe competition? God damn it, Neil. Now I regret giving you some business.
This is exactly my point. I don't think everyone knows about this. Okay, he said, I've heard of it. Why? He does not know what this is.
Well, hold on. Okay, then just say, okay, what is it?
No, he now knows. Now he doesn't know. He's going to look it up. This is now a problem.
I think the way you phrased it sounded like, do you know who the current Mr. Universe is?
Do you know what Mr. Universe is?
Right. That's not what you would say.
LOL. Yes, it's exactly what you'd say.
I don't want to fight with you, but both interpretations are realistic.
No, absolutely not. If I then qualified and said Mr. Universe competition, he wouldn't then say, I've heard of it. Why? He'd say, oh, yeah, the bodybuilding thing. What are you asking?
Okay.
He does not know what it is.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's an age thing. He's much younger than you and Rob.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Rob. And
he's 24?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know more about him than you, and he knows about Mr. Universe. He said I do. He said kinda.
No, he didn't.
I think he knows it's bodybuilding. Whatever.
Why can't you just listen to a fact and
I can't.
hear
How do you
it?
explain his second answer?
His second answer is he feels like an idiot because then I said Mr. Universe competition, and he said I've heard of it. Why? He would not say I've heard of it. Why? If he knew what it was.
Well, he said I heard of it.
If he.
What do you? Don't get mad at me. I'm trying to really work this out.
If you've just randomly, or maybe he's heard, like I've heard of it, like Mr. Universe, that's a thing, but I have no idea what it is.
Okay.
Until now, you taught me.
You didn't know it was about bodybuilding.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Whew. I had to get my brother involved, which I don't like doing.
Store your saber.
Okay, do they work around The Rock's workout schedule? I don't know about that.
I do know. I've worked with several people that have shot with him.
Okay.
And I know the guy who directed one of his movies. So that is the fact.
Okay. See how I say, okay, I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just something to learn. So The Rock's daily routine, though, I looked into.
Okay.
I'm going to read a little bit of it.
Oh, great.
Before getting into the intense workout that Johnson commits to 6 days a week, it's so weird to hear it.
Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to follow his daily routine. In the morning, around 4 a.m., he rolls out of bed, ties up his running shoes. He always ties them.
4 a.m. I think this is apocryphal. Go ahead.
Oh, my God. Here we go again.
Is there anything we can agree on? Do you agree that almost nobody wakes up at 4 a.m.?
Most people don't.
Yeah.
Most people don't, is what I'll say.
Great.
That doesn't mean he doesn't.
And would you also agree that we succumb quickly to hero worship and apocryphal stories about people who are exceptional?
Sure.
Okay.
Would you agree that he probably really commits to working out every day or
I know
6
he
days
does.
a week?
I know he does.
And that it's a crucial and important part of his life?
100%.
Okay.
I know he works out at least a couple hours a day, 6 days a week. He has to look like that.
You can't look like that and not
Do that.
sometimes probably have to wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. In the morning, around 4 a.m., he rolls out of bed, ties up his running shoes, and heads outside for an early run. Johnson doesn't always run around the neighborhood, though. When he's filming abroad, he will be on the elliptical or treadmill at the hotel. Once he's completed about 30 to 50 minutes of heart-pounding cardio session, he eats breakfast. After breakfast, Johnson gets around to, quote, clanging and banging in the gym.
Ooh.
Every day he's in the gym, he commits a full sequence to a specific area of the body. While the routine is always adapting to what he needs for a specific role or goal, Johnson usually sticks to 4 sets and 12 reps with a 60 to 90 second rest period, unless it's a leg day. There was a lot more. That's the gist.
Okay.
But you could look it up. It breaks down what to do if anyone wants to do it.
Look like The Rock.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah. Rob said that Chris Hemsworth was like 6'7" or something, but he's 6'3".
Yeah.
So he's not that tall. I mean, that is very tall, but
It is.
it's so tall.
It's so tall.
Okay, so biggest movie in the world is Avengers, and then following 9, with the exception of Titanic, includes a jacked dude.
Okay.
So I'm gonna read them.
Okay, great.
Okay, Avengers Endgame, number 1.
Jack dudes across the board.
Yeah. 2, Avatar.
The Navati were jacked. She had like an insane body with
She
big,
did.
big butt.
She did.
And then that dude, Sam Worthington,
Let me look it up.
he was buff in that movie.
Okay, I'm looking up just for my own, just because I don't.
Edification. Yeah, when they made him Navati or whatever, he was ripped.
But did they do that CG?
Yeah, the whole Navati thing was all CG.
Right.
Yeah.
So their bodies weren't.
Well, no, he also was quite fit.
Oh, really?
Yes, the actor was.
Okay, let's see.
And then the people in the perfect dream world had to have the bodies we're talking about.
No, this is him. That is not ripped. He looks great. He just doesn't look
Jacked.
jacked. Look at the picture of him I sent you. He looks totally.
So, yeah, he's not like a beefcake.
Yeah.
Okay. But I would argue my point is the same, that so much of the movie was them in that other world, and the way they designed the people in the Navita world were ripped.
Sure.
And my only point was, women think you have to look a certain way to do X, Y, and Z. And my argument was, so do guys. Guys have to look a certain way to be in a movie. And my proof is, when they designed the guys, they designed them. That's the type that everyone wants. That's why they made it look that way.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But the human doesn't look super jacked.
No.
And the woman also looks super jacked
Yeah.
in the world of this. It's not like the women look like slender and wafy and then the man is jacked. In that world, everyone's jacked.
I'm only saying, to be in the biggest movies in the world, you have to look jacked. So I think they had to create it with computers in Avatar, but I think that the ideal is still there, this like jacked man.
Okay. 3, Titanic, which you addressed already. 4, Star Wars The Force Awakens 2015.
That's not Jack Central, yeah.
5, Avengers Infinity War.
Jack Central.
6, Jurassic World, Jack Central.
Jack Central. You really got
I
got
loved
so many
that movie
peakies.
so much. It made no sense why I loved it so much.
Well, you loved Chris
Pratt.
And
Loved him.
he was looking beefcakey.
He was looking very beefcakey. But that's not why I love Chris Pratt. I love Chris Pratt because he's so funny.
Yeah, but you also loved his beefcakey.
Well, I just like that he was there.
Yeah.
Okay, 7, Marvel's The Avengers. I mean,
Jack Central.
yeah, but mainly because these are all the same movie over and over again.
Well, Jurassic Park was new.
No, I mean, these Avengers.
Oh,
We've
yeah,
already
yeah,
mentioned
yeah.
3 Avengers movies. Okay, 8, Furious 7.
Oh, fucking the whole
Yeah,
thing's built on The
sure.
Rock and Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9, Avengers, Age of Ultron. 10, Black Panther.
Jack, fucking wall-to-wall jacked.
Right. So, Avatar, yes and no. Titanic and Star Wars.
Yeah, so 70% of the top 10
Yep.
is Jack Central.
Yeah, you're right. You said your nose creates nitric oxide. So the vasodilator gas, nitric oxide, is produced in the paranasal sinuses and is excreted continuously into the nasal airways of humans. This NO will normally reach the lungs with inspiration, especially during nasal breathing. Furthermore, in intubated patients who are deprived of self-inhalation, of endogenous nitric oxide.
Oh, since we interviewed Kumail, did you see the big red tub that arrived?
No. What?
I already have a big red tub of NO.
No,
Yes.
Dax.
Yes.
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to besmirch Kumail, but no.
Hold on. I could be veinier.
No, I don't like that.
Okay.
Okay. It looks super unhealthy to have veins like that.
Oh, I think it looks so healthy.
This is what I'm saying about obsession that's bad. You're like adding stuff to your body that shouldn't be in there so that you can look a certain way.
Well, maybe just more of the stuff we already like.
No.
Okay.
Too much of a good thing is bad.
Okay.
Okay. So Kumail said that there are this disease, kids who are like super jacked.
Yeah.
And he said there's no medical downside. So that's called myostatin related muscle hypertrophy.
That's got to be the opposite of atrophy.
Yeah. Myostatin related muscle hypertrophy. It's very hard to say.
Yeah.
It's a rare genetic condition characterized by reduced body fat and increased skeletal muscular size. Affected individuals have up to twice the usual amount of muscle mass in their bodies.
The dream.
No, because I looked up some pictures and it looks sad to see this like small kid that's like
Jacked.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
This protein normally restrains muscle growth, ensuring that muscles do not grow too large. Oh, in most people. Myostatin-related muscle hypertrophy is not known to cause medical problems, and affected individuals are intellectually normal. The prevalence of this condition is unknown.
The only thing I could see as being a potential risk of that is that your heart is a muscle, and it's not good when your heart gets big.
Exactly. So I thought I was going to find something like that, but
Not the case.
so far,
So it's
not
just
the
the
case.
the muscles.
Look at the picture I sent.
Okay, let me see. I bet this is going to be my dream.
No.
Oh my God. This child appears to be 5 years old, and he has fully formed biceps, huge delts, an 8-pack, and pectoral muscles. And he's 5, and he's got big traps.
I mean, his face looks like a little boy because he is.
Yeah, I bet the kids in his school fucking love it. The boys.
No,
I bet he's
they
the most
make
popular.
fun of him.
No.
Yes, they do. Kids are mean. They're
No,
not nice.
Boys want to look like a G.I. Joe figure, and this little boy looks like one.
And so even if they want to be it, they're going to tear him down.
We got to call him. Anyways, we keep circling back and reinforcing the broader point, which is that boys feel differently about this than girls. Like, you're opposed to the vascularity. Doesn't surprise me, because we did already admit it's all driven by boys.
Yeah. What is it about the vascularity that you like?
Well, because people generally don't have pronounced vascularity unless they're ripped.
Or in the hospital.
It's a nice side effect of being lean and lots of muscle mass is it pushes your veins to the surface. So it's a look you can't get unless you're fit in general.
It spells to me, and to I think probably a lot of women, and maybe hopefully some men, it looks like that person should be in the hospital right now. It looks like their veins are about to explode and blood's going to explode
Spurt
out.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that look.
Unhealthy is not attractive.
Okay.
Which Rob said. Rob said that too on a woman. He said healthy is what looks attractive.
Yeah.
So too small or just healthy.
Isn't it funny we can't say too big?
You know,
I kind of want to be able to say that here, though. It is just interesting. You can say too thin. We're fine with that.
I know.
But we can't say too big.
It's
I feel like if
because-
we can say too small, we can say too big.
We should be able to, and we can.
There's a
and
big
we will.
difference between saying too big and too small, and then like fat shaming somebody
I
or
know, but people do have a hard time differentiating that because
Yeah.
body shaming is such a big issue. Because too big for so long has been in the media and in images being sold to us. Too big is like size 6,
that's preposterous.
which is so dumb.
Yes. But someone that fits the definition of obese, which was 30 BMI or higher,
Yeah.
there are very well-known health concerns there.
Exactly.
So I also don't think, I don't understand how we can have a society where we don't say a BMI over 30 isn't unhealthy when it is just factually it is.
Unhealthy. I know. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I think the bad stuff is like making a character assessment on somebody because their BMI is over 30.
Right.
Saying that says something about who they are or excluding them or thinking anything other than the simple fact that the BMI is higher than 30.
Yeah.
And that once you have a BMI higher than 30, you're going to have increased risk of
risks.
a bunch of different things.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right. That's all.
That was all.
Yeah.
All right. I love you.
Love you.